Hi, Doug Wallman. I uploaded a video back in February 4th to be exact, of 2022 about undeveloped Super 8 film. And I was going to do a follow up video to that, and I just haven't gotten around to it. Well, actually, back up. I was going to send in my undeveloped Super 8 film, but I did not get around to doing that until May 20th of 2023. So just to backtrack a little bit, February 4th of 2022, I uploaded a video about undeveloped Super 8 film, and then May 20th of this year, 2023, I finally sent it in to Pro 8 millimeter. It's your Super 8 experts. And I think they do other types of film too and other types of services. But the service that I had them perform for me was outdated film stock processing and scanning. And so today, September 21st, 2023, I got a notification and it just alerted me that it's in Dropbox. That was kind of exciting. I just got that maybe a couple hours ago. I had to buy some groceries and fix dinner. So the flat service fee for that is like $115. But if you want the actual Kodachrome, in this case, sent back to you, is like another $11.44. Package protection, that was shipping, $255. So yeah, time you're done with all that, wanting the actual Kodachrome back, and probably maybe a thumb drive, I'm not sure, ends up being around $128.99. But for right now, I have the MP4 version. I haven't actually even downloaded it yet from Dropbox, but I'm going to do that next. I probably won't show me actually downloading the product, or the MP4, but when I get it to my computer and stuff, I think what I'll have myself do is actually have you join me in sharing the first moments to see what they may have captured. And there's always a chance it's mostly horrible, almost unviewable, but I have a feeling there might be something on there. Now, before I sent in the film, I did try to finish it up. So I think this might be the original camera here. I got two of them now because I did order another one off of, I don't remember, but I got two of them now because I was going to try to. Of course, the original camera didn't work, and then when I bought a replacement, it might have worked for a minute, but if that. So what I had to do is purchase a Super 8 camera that I knew would work. At least it appeared to work. It's a Bell and Howell. I kind of wanted this Instamatic one to work because that'd be kind of, a cool thing. I think this is my dad's, the original one, because it has this little pink dot there. I don't know if that's old gum or what, but I think I remember that being on there. So it's a Kodak Instamatic Super 8 film camera, or movie camera, they would call it. And this had nothing to do with my experience growing up. It's just what I was using to try to finish off the film, assuming, that would even work. It appeared to work, but you really can't tell till you get things developed. And it's more like processing really than developed. And it has to be in black and white. I don't think the chemicals are even available today to develop it how they used to. So they do some sort of technique. I don't know if it's alternate chemicals exactly or what. They might get into that online, some of their process, if you want to look at it. Pro8millimeter.com, I'm assuming. Oh, I do have the site. I don't have it up right now. But if you Google Pro 8 millimeter, Pro 8 mm, you should be able to find the services they provide. One of which is their Super 8 film development. So, without any further ado, well, no, there's going to be tons of further ado. I think what I'll do is start all the way back from the very beginning. And maybe even it'll be a little redundant. I'll probably share the same clip I previously uploaded where I was trying to kind of create an appetizer, whet your appetite for what may be coming next. And then I waited more than a year to even get it done. So that's kind of funny, but I finally did get that done, and I haven't viewed it yet. So I'm sharing that first moment with you. I kind of went back and forth on that. I thought, you know what? Let's share the first moment, but first kind of view some of the backstory, if you will, even though just providing more of a backdrop than a backstory. But let's get on to the next segment where you'll kind of get more overview of how this story progressed. All right, coming up next. All right, guys, I lied. I gave in to temptation, and I previewed the movie ahead of time without you. So we are not sharing the first moments. I seen the poor quality of the thumbnail and thought, I'm just going to preview it. You know, this is my sister's wedding, so it is identifiable, and the quality does get better in a different segment of the video, albeit it's not my sister's wedding. This was indoors, so that's the poor quality. It wasn't set up for the right lighting. Probably could have been. Next, that's my sister. That's my mom. That's me playing guitar. Don't remember that moment. That's my mom again. It's my niece. I think that's... Well, we'll just wait till I'm more sure. This is Krista and Kara. Krista being the younger one. So we're still on that scene. I don't know who was filming this. It could have been me, most likely, or... Well, not most likely, but I mean between probably three people, my mom, myself, or their dad. But I don't know what he'd be doing with the movie camera unless he just found it, gave it back to my mom. So yeah, Krista and Kara. It's kind of fun seeing them play as my younger nieces here. Interesting for sure. Now, if you hear that background fan, that's my old MacBook from 2012. It's probably a little stressed with this voiceover and playing the video at the same time, but it's doing pretty good. I can at least do this. This would be your typical Super 8 experience, except it's not color. It would normally be color, but because the film is such an outdated process, they don't even develop it anymore per se. This is just some other alternative process, and I'm not sure how they do it, but I don't think the chemicals, like I said before, are even available to use. There's some alternative way to do it, and they're just going to do it in black and white. So we are somewhat missing the Super 8 dynamics. That part's a little, well, it's not a letdown because I knew it would be that, but it's still kind of a letdown. But it's probably actually a little better quality in some ways, just being black and white. Don't have the funky colors to deal with. And remember, that's me now. I was just trying to finish up whatever film was remaining. So I believe this would be last year. And it still took me like another year to even send it in, roughly speaking. That's kind of cool, huh? And then a little bit later, I went to the park. It could have been way later, maybe a few months. I don't remember, honestly. Obviously, this is in the winter, and I was going to walk on that sidewalk and show myself walking, and that would have been a super great moment, and maybe even sync audio later. But there's really no way to do that now, because apparently it ran out of film before I had a chance to actually do that. And I went through the motions of doing it, but I didn't even know it ran out of film. It just kept spinning, making the same mechanical noise. So that's that. And it does, I guess the typical Super 8 film does last about that long. You know, what was it, 3 minutes and 12 seconds or something like that? Or 3 minutes and 20 seconds? I think it even lasted longer than that. So I am glad and grateful that I did receive that much back. For $115, I'm glad I got something out of it. Yay! So I'm blessed. And especially Krista and Kara, my nieces, for being pretty much the main subjects of this Super 8 film experience. Kodachrome, yay! So yes, I did change my mind on the order of presentation. So now the next segment will be following through with what I had previously stated, what kind of led up to this. And here you go. Hi, I'm Doug Wallman. Today I have this Kodak Instamatic M18 camera. It's a movie camera from, I'm going to say, I think it originated in the late 1960s, maybe mid, but I'm pretty sure my parents used it maybe late 1960s into the 70s, maybe even the 80s. I don't know. I did try earlier to put some batteries in it. Didn't work, and I have a multimeter, but I can't get that to work with DC batteries for some reason. I've used multimeters all my life. That's not true. All my adult life, probably. And I got one that doesn't really work for me because it's not really one that I would use on the workforce. It's just one I got for at home. I think I've measured AC with it, but it just didn't seem to measure it. I don't think these batteries are actually dead. I actually don't believe that. But just in case, we got some new batteries. These did light up an LED strip ahead down there. But yeah, I want to try new batteries just in case. And I cleaned the case here, the battery holder, with alcohol, 91%. Yes, there was some corrosion in there. This did work for continuity. I checked some continuity points. I didn't do anything super detailed, but I did do continuity, and seemed to work that way. I got the lens loosened up because it was super tight. It would not move. Got that unjammed. I don't know what was holding it up. Probably hadn't been used for years, and who knows. That wasn't a super great sign there either, really. That was so stuck. My faith level is meh. It could start, I guess. I've already cleaned this. So that goes in the positive first. So we have the negative on the outside here. This says negative. Negative, negative, negative. Clip that in there. Fresh batteries in this Kodak Instamatic M18. It's in run. Nothing's happening. All right, but lo and behold, I have some film in here. K40 film cartridge. So that's the real news in all of this. Is this has, let's see here. Probably hard to see, but so let me reiterate. I found the camera with the film in it, the undeveloped film, and I believe there's approximately 30 feet left because it says the number 18 or 20 on here. And I think that means that's the number of feet that has been shot so far. That's how I take it. Anyhow, I'll try to keep you posted, or maybe just follow up with another clip immediately, or however I decide to do it. Haven't decided yet. Claimed that it worked. What I need to do, take out the actual film in there and throw it in and see what happens. Maybe it just doesn't work without film. I thought maybe something would at least try to spin. Maybe that just doesn't happen that way. Oh, let's open this one up. Oh! It definitely works. I don't know what I did. Okay, it works. We got spinning stuff going on here. Maybe in the same way my other one actually works. I just assumed it didn't. So it works, but it won't, from what I can gather, it won't stop. This one, if it would work, the mechanical function of it, so you put it on continuous, that's stuck in there until you press it again or something. And it releases it. But this one won't release that little button. But at least it spins, it does something. So, hi, I'm Doug Wallman. I am back with a separate clip here. I'm back again, is probably what I should say. The Kodak Instamatic thing didn't work out. This motor spun. Come to think of it, I don't even think the thing inside here spun. That's supposed to rotate the film. I haven't tried it for a couple days, but I think it died. So what I did is, yeah, just as an update in case you're watching in the middle of this, I found some undeveloped film in my late father's Instamatic Kodak movie camera. So I wanted to get it, but there's still some film left in it, so I wanted to shoot the remainder of it. So I got pretty much the same model, make and model, and I just wanted to shoot it on the Kodak. Take it out of here. I know I drew in a very small portion of film, assuming it's any good, but I'm having faith that just maybe it's shootable. But I gave up on the idea that it has to be the same brand and make model. I am just going to get what works. So I ordered a Bell Howell, I think it's called, from eBay. So I am going to open that up now with no further ado. However, I can't probably shoot much of anything today. It's dark outside right now. I think actually I should do it from this over here. Wow, came in a fancy case. It even says Bell and Howell on it. Stop making that crinkling noise. There we go. I think that's where the batteries are held. This looks a little more promising. It's not corroded in there that I can tell. I should have brought a flashlight. So I have it kind of dimly lit in here, don't I? But yet I got lights all over me. Yeah, I think I can see a little bit. how they go in there. Looks like they go in there, sort of a crisscross pattern. Oh, does it matter how this goes in? I don't know. I think it only goes on that way. Please work. Why? I've never studied this. On. Nothing. Oh, there we go. Let's open the... Where? Ah, something moves. That's a plus. If I'm going to shoot something, I kind of want it to be bright light. So I guess the shooting part will have to come later. I see a bright light, or I see a little card light or something in there. I'm not going to probably be able to see anything through the viewfinder. So yeah, Bell Howell 2103XL. It looks like it's in Focusmatic. I imagine I have to turn this off or I'll drain the batteries. I don't know if there's something for audio because there's something right there. I'm not sure what it is. I don't think it's going to work for audio unless maybe if you do it externally. Focusmatic. Is that a focus? I think I see an infinity sign on there. So maybe that does some focusing. Infinity is here. Now, I doubt if... And there's some f-stop numbers. Zoom. Huh. Well, at any rate, it does rotate. Well, it did. Did I break it already? I want to see it one more time. I don't seem to know what I'm doing when it comes to this stuff. Excuse me. I'm not sure what the deal is. Yeah. It seems like it's... Maybe I got weak batteries. We'll have to check into the strength of my batteries, but yeah, and as soon as I shut it again, it stops working. That's weird. Well, it's possible I put the batteries in wrong because I can barely see the symbols in this lighting for plus and minus. Yeah, this is minus, this is plus, this is minus, this is plus. Now this could be kind of goofy here. It doesn't go on that way. It can go on that way, but I bet it could go on that way too. Well, it works. So I can tell you, but if I open the lid and then shut it, it still works. Good. turn it off, it doesn't work. Turn it back on, it does work. Okay, now it's not playing games with me. Good. And it looks like there might be some accessory here for a light, which I don't have, I don't think. Or maybe that's just a, no, I think that's for a light. Which I don't see. I didn't notice an accessory here for that. But we'll shoot it, either get it really bright in here, which I don't think I can do right now exactly, or just go out. Whoops. Just go out and do it in daylight. So that's what I'll be doing next, unless I can get it really bright in here. I do have the bright lamp from this, one of these Instamatics. But yeah, we'll see about that. Whatever I decide to do, you'll see it very shortly, assuming I can get it to work. But eventually, I'm going to shoot up the film that right now is in here. But I'm going to end up putting it in here. And this seems to be at least in more working order than any of these. So wish me well. We'll see you on the up and up. All right. All right, I'm back. I think today is the day I'm going to try to shoot some Super 8 film because it's fairly nice outside. In fact, I may even try a little bit inside because I can get it lit up in here a little bit. I still don't know if it's enough. But we're going to give that a shot. We're going to give it a shot. So there's the actual Super 8 film. This doesn't work, this camera. The replacement I tried to use didn't really work for me. Now I haven't really tried taking this film out and putting it in this one yet, but I did see that it rotated. So I'm hopeful that it will in fact work. I think I took the batteries back out. Need a quarter. Once again, it's kind of dark. Still didn't get a flashlight over here so I can see what I'm doing. That's not the way. It's like this. Well, actually, I think it's this way. I think. Fingers crossed. It's not that hard to see, but as far as the little tiny black against black labeling on there, yeah, it's a little bit hard. Yeah, I probably didn't do it right. Let's take a closer look, try to do it right. All right. So negative up, positive up here. Turn it around. Negative up. Just making sure. I know it's crisscrossed, but I'm going to look every time so we don't get confused. No chance of confusion there. So now it's got to be right. The only issue there might be is this thing, which doesn't really spell it out too great. Not really. Well, maybe it doesn't matter. Hopefully not. All right. Okay, rotates. That much we got. Now we're going to put the film in. Okay, it does rotate. It does more than make sound like this. this other one did. I have since taken the batteries out of it, I think. I better have, because we don't want it corroding. Yeah, they're out of there. I'm going to go ahead and slide this puppy in here. Oh, I know one trick you're supposed to do, really, to make sure it rotates. I have a Sharpie in my drawer, is you're supposed to put a little X on here. Oh, that part's ruined anyway, right? That little segment, which probably is less than 1 second. And I don't know. Do I want to even waste that? I'm trying to figure out if it works. Now, I honestly don't know much about how to zoom in and out. I know very little. Yes, I'm a photographer, but this means very little to me, to tell you the truth. I do see the words 85 millimeter to 24 millimeter. No, it's 8.5 millimeter to 24 millimeter. So it's going to be pretty shallow, or what's it called? Pretty, man. It's going to be a wide angle, no matter what, if that's what that means. 8.5 millimeter to 24 millimeter. Wow. Let's see what happened if I try doing a selfie. And I think this is what correlates with that. I don't know, we did a little bit there. Let's see if it advanced it. It did. We're going to stop ruining film, which is not much, but yeah, it did advance it. Now, technically, I'm not 100% sure. When I was out in the park with this one, and it did make noise. But I didn't have any science to know for sure if it was advancing other than the noise. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Because when this was making noise, I didn't mark the film. I don't think it was advancing though. But we shall see. I really doubt it when I got to thinking about it. But now I have evidence this is moving. How much is left? I'm not really sure. I think I estimated once. Was it 30 feet? Like, I think most of it was left. I'm not sure. We'll just shoot until it's dry or empty. Empty's not really the word. Till it's all done. It's on infinity now. I think that means it should focus no matter what, more or less. I don't know. We're going to give it a shot. I might put it on that tripod over there and see if it can lock in place. So I did put it on the tripod and it did lock in place, like I said, and this is the result. This is what you see. This is what you get. Pretty nice, actually, for really old, undeveloped film that finally got processed. I'll give it some effort, but mainly just going to go out in the park and shoot a little bit, see what happens. And then I'll send it off somewhere for development. Where was I thinking? Was it called, I can't remember, Super 8mm Pro or something like that? And it'll take like 3 months, something like that, maybe even longer before I get any results back. But that's going to be the fun part of this journey. So on to the next thing. See if this works. I really can't see. Oh, I can see. And this roughly correlates here with that experience out in the park. I didn't have it synced up like 100%, but that's pretty much the correlation. And unfortunately, what will become apparent is I ran out of film before I had a chance to include myself in the shot. But, you know, I got quite a bit in there, so it's all good. Let's see if I can use the zoom on this at all. Alright. So heading back this way. Let's try that again. I think I have it on infinity now. I think. So I think that will be a better. I should have known what I was doing before. Not that I know now either. I really don't. Let's see. Well, I should probably include myself in the shot, so let's try that. Let's try that. Alright, I got this Super 8 Bell, it's called Bell and Howell movie camera on a tripod. I'm going to start it up. Yeah, good luck with that, right? I thought it was going to work. There it goes. And I'll shoot myself in it. See how this works. Walking away. Sit on the bench. Wave. Turn it off. There we go. All right, I think I'll just do some free shooting and walk around and not worry about recording, me recording, if you know what I mean. Yeah, something like that. Maybe I'll shoot just one more of me over here. And the geese will be in the background, if you know what I mean. Or something like that. Camera's crooked now. And we'll just go ahead and shoot something with me. Probably have to back this up a little bit. Is this in the frame even? I think you can see the tripod. I think I turned it off, yeah. Off it goes. right. I'm not sure how good that would turn out, or if it does at all. Hopefully at least the old film, or sorry, the old footage like years ago that was shot on there turns out. I'm not sure about the new. We'll see. And we'll just recap the video by doing a whole whopping 3 minutes and 28 seconds of this Super 8 film that just got developed. No dialogue from this point forward, but I do have to say thank you for watching and remember to subscribe. Thank you so much.